Hello, and welcome to another issue of faith. Today, I have a very special guest with me. It is Miss Dawn Lopez, local hometown hero. And Dawn, welcome to an issue of faith.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Now, Dawn, Dawn is, we go way back.
Way
Way
back.
back.
You the big brother.
Man, I remember when Dawn was in, you were what, freshman, sophomore in college? Dawn and my
Easy.
sister went to
Just
school
like
together.
that. Yeah.
So we kind of became pretty close. I've watched her grow. I am so very proud of her
Thank
to
you.
watch her go from that young lady from all those years ago to this beautiful, intelligent leader within the community with all that she has done. And you can say Dawn Lopez and people's faces just light up, and they do. And I think the thing that I'm most proud of is that to see your journey through life, the things that you had to go through, and not just in the world of media, but also in your personal life, and then to see your growth. And I think it astonished, no, I wouldn't say astonished, I was more surprised when I made a trip out to a church and there you were. And I was like, I know Dawn went to church here. And it was you and a few other people, and we
Yeah.
came out to that event. But Dawn, I tell you, if you could, with all of that being said, tell us what drove you into the world of television and media?
Wow. It was an accident. Who knew?
Right.
Who knew?
Really?
What drove me into the world of television? I had no idea what I wanted to do
Right.
except for be able to take care of myself. I knew that I wanted to be something and somebody when I grew up.
Right.
I knew I wanted to have a home and a car and a family. That I knew.
Okay.
But the career, I had no clue.
No idea.
So here I am going to school, taking general studies, and I finally had a professor, Dr. Shannon, who said, "Girl, what you plan to do with you can't continue to do this." And I'm like, "I know. What am I going to do?" Help.
Help me, please.
And that's something that I do share with students often, and that is you really have to be kind to your instructors.
Yes.
You never know who can help you.
This is true.
You never know.
This is so true.
Dr. Shannon said, "Okay, it is not really time for you to have an internship. You don't even have you don't even know where you're going.
Where
you
you
don't
going?
have your
What you gonna
track
do?"
yet, right?" And so she says, "But let's give you an internship and let's see if something sticks. You're in my speech class, you do well, and so let's see if it works." And it happened to be over at Channel 4.
Wow.
I know, I said the same thing. It didn't pay, but hey, I'm
Hey,
going somewhere.
there you go. I'm doing something.
I'm doing something. And so I went and I looked at the folks around me on my first day and was like, this is cool. These are the faces I've seen from home. And I know they had to have looked at me and said, what is the child looking at?
I know.
Staring at us from across the room, eyes this big.
I know, right?
But as I started watching everybody work, names like, and I know because you know everybody in town.
Here we go.
Big brother Kenny knows everybody. But Tony Yates was there.
Wow.
Rob Sweeting was
my
there.
gosh, that's a
right?
throwback. Yeah.
Deborah Gianolis and
man.
Tom Wills. So many names, so many names, so many people. But when I stopped and I watched what was going on, it was kind of organized chaos at the time. It was organized chaos. Everybody had a role.
Right.
Things were moving really fast, but I saw I could have a place around here I could help. Robin Saran allowed me to go out in the field with her as a reporter, sitting in the back seat. And I'm like, this is what is happening? We went to a fire, and I'm sitting in the back seat of the car, and we got there lickety split fast, and I watched her work that scene, and I'm like, what? And I saw her getting interviews with compassion. She was thorough. She was kind. And when we got back to the station to watch her work, be exact, I just knew I would like to do this.
That was it.
This is my thing. I think this is my jam.
And now it's so odd that you said there's something you said there. You watched her do her interviews with
Yeah.
such compassion.
Yes.
And see, and that's the one thing a lot of people lack, especially in the media world. They want to get the story. They're after the story. They're after the story. But knowing you, and I know in all your life you've had a really strong faith. So that compassion thing more than likely came pretty easy for you, right? You have to have some type of empathy. It was what you're doing in the media, and like they say, it has to be something sensational. And usually the things that are sensational are some type of tragedy or something that is going to hold their attention. So how did you navigate through all of that? I know with your faith, and then having to do stories that you were not in agreement with. How did your faith get you through that? Because I know that's got to be difficult.
Very difficult. I have a strong work ethic. I mean, my mom was going to work. Taking care of 3 babies by herself. And she enjoyed working. She enjoyed going to school. My mother has multiple degrees.
Right.
Took us to school with her.
Know that feeling.
She did that, and I know
Yes.
your mom is. Oh, what a
my
wonderful and your dad.
My dad had me sitting in class with him at EWC. Yeah.
Strong daddy.
Yeah, right.
And mom.
Right. Yeah.
But my mom did that. She taught that, and she taught faith
There you go.
as well. And so it's just in here. It's just part of who I am.
Yeah.
And so that's going to be a part of whatever it is that I do. And you're just not going to take that from me.
Right. There you go. It's something that you can't take.
Period.
It's something that you cannot take. And the faith in, like you said, our parents, different generation, different type of
Absolutely.
people, right? Like you said.
Absolutely. So sensationalism was never going to be a part of journalism for me.
Okay.
I had very, very strong teachers.
There you go.
Tony Yates taking me to lunch with her.
Oh, wow.
Riding in her little Porsche car, to lunch. You can tell me nothing sitting in that car. I'm like, what?
Oh,
I'm not sure if I heard anything she said.
You hot stuff
I
now.
was just sitting in the car, in my Tiffany hat. It's like I told y'all earlier, this is noise. This is real noise,
That's what it's
But, but she also had an incredible work ethic, wonderful journalist. She's still in television news today. Wow. I get to see her from social media, and just knowing that she was homegrown from Jacksonville. I just had so many mentors. And Joyce Morgan.
Oh, man.
Who just took me in and said, this is what journalism is, young lady.
Wow. Right.
And this is what it isn't. And your responsibility to the community in which you serve.
There you go. Now, I don't believe
Yeah.
that she could have put it in, and Joyce is a very good mentor. She's
Yes.
probably the best person.
Still my mentor today.
That is what's up. And Joyce put it right. What you have to give to the community. People miss that.
Yeah.
They miss that.
It is a service.
Oh, is it not?
It's a service. It's not about your hair. It is not about your makeup. It is not about your clothes. It's not about who knows you and who sees you. It is a service.
And that It's so true that you say that because, I tease you almost every morning. I'll be sitting there texting you, what you
text me on
doing?
that
Look
set.
here. What you doing? Hey, man, that's a nice dress. I mean, just to,
Did you know
yeah.
one thing? Did you know that there's a accident or a pile up? Did
Right,
you know that
right,
this is
right,
going
right.
on? I'm like, oh, that's a good tip.
Right. And the thing, I do that, like you said, because it's a service. And
Yes.
everybody that I've run into that has known you and I mention your name, a big smile comes to their face. And seeing you
means
in
a
the
lot.
mornings and in the afternoons on the television itself, it was like you were part of the family. You're always in the living room, dining room, wherever you were watching. People became to a point they trust you. And see, there are people still on today in this city that I don't trust. I just don't. And it's not because of who they are, it's because of who they are. See what I'm saying? Because that faith that you had, that thing, that God put into you, right? It shines, or it did. It's shown through the television itself. You get in the community, and people would trust you because of who you are.
That means so
For the God that was
much.
in you, for who you are, not just because you were Dawn Lopez on the TV. You were Dawn Lopez. You grew up here. You were trustworthy. People would put their trust in you because they felt that spirit. All the time. And I would watch it. It'd be so funny. Like we'd be at MLK breakfasts, right? And I'd be sitting there and I'd be at the table and like just year before last, and when we saw each other, and I sat back down at the table and they're like, Dawn Lopez? I was like, I know a lot of people. So I was like, yeah, but and they were just surprised and awed. And I'm like,
You're like, I know that peanut head.
yeah, and I'm like, it's
known her since
Dawn.
she was 17, 18 years
Yeah, I'm
old.
like, it's Dawn,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
Dawn, Dawn. And they're like, well, but she's, and it would make me so proud to hear all of the good things that people would have to say about you and the work that you did in the community, especially when you were working with what was it, the foster Kids Hope Alliance,
Yeah.
all of those. And see, it takes a special type of spirit to do that and to still do your job.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't work no short hours.
That was the best part of my job.
I can believe it. I can believe it. Because people are still out there that look up to you. I know there's a lot of young ladies out here in this city today who want to be Dawn Lopez. They do. They want to be Dawn Lopez. They want to be on the TV. They want to be able to get out in the community. You
That
have
means
left
so much.
an impact,
Who
right?
knew? Who knew?
You're
Who knew?
I won't even call her a replacement. The person that is now on in the morning, she's doing a very good.
She's beautiful and a beautiful girl.
Deja is doing a great job.
Yeah.
And I've met her a couple of times.
Yeah.
Right? But it's going to be a long time before she's done. And it's going to be
She'll have her
to
own
get,
lane.
She will, and she's getting there.
She'll be. Thank you so much. Thank you.
She's getting there.
Thank you.
And I pray
That's
the
just so
best for
sweet.
her.
I
But
as
you know
do
why
I,
I know she's going
'cause
to do
it's
so
tough.
great? You know why she's going to do so
Tough
great?
job.
You know why? Because she had you to blaze the way, to get out there and show her how it needs to be done. Because I know the first time I met her, and a few other people that worked at the station, and I meet them and I say, y'all know Dawn? And their faces light up. Oh, we just love Miss Dawn. Oh my gosh, she's so great. Such. And it's like I said, it's not who you are, it's who you are. It's like you tease me, you know everybody, you can talk to everybody. I mean,
I do.
but
say that.
it's that spirit,
It's very
spirit that God has placed in us to be able to reach and talk with anybody.
Yeah.
You may not always agree with what I have to say, but you're going to hear what I have to say.
Well, and one of the things that I took so very seriously when you say that is the young ladies who come to work at the station. Sometimes they didn't understand that they were my assignment for such a time.
Right.
They didn't understand that you have a responsibility to this community. And it's not playtime.
No.
It's serious.
Yeah. Jacksonville is a
And
serious
someone
place.
taught me how serious it was.
Yes.
You have to get those facts right. You have to understand your city. You have to protect that news desk.
Right.
There would be times that I would read the prompter and glitch because there would be a fact wrong. And no one knew that in my ear I'd be, what was that? And I'd get a, my bad. You know, because that look was, oh, we're going to talk about that later.
Yes. Yes.
There will be conversations.
Yes.
I didn't wear heels on the set. And that was because in commercial breaks, I was back and forth to the newsroom.
Right.
I may have to have a conversation or I may have to write a script really fast or who knows what I had, we had going on. But I protected my station. I protected my reporters, my producers, my co-anchors, whatever had to be done. I did it.
Now, with all of that being said,
Yes.
and you did a great job.
Thank you.
All that time you were protecting them, God was protecting you.
He protected me.
Because I'm here to tell you,
I lasted a long time.
You did. And
I lasted a
through
long
some
time.
stuff.
Absolutely. But it kept us from getting sued.
It did.
It helped them grow. But there were some days that they didn't understand. What's she fussing about now? Well, it got corrected. Well, it didn't make the air. But there would be times after a newscast, come, let's take a walk.
Yeah.
Let's take a walk.
Right.
Because you don't understand that can't happen again.
Yeah.
This is a career. This isn't a job. This is your career. What are you going to put into it? Because let me explain to you what I put into my career. I work really hard. I study. I read. Before I get to work, because this is what the ones who came before me taught me. My professors taught me, ma'am, where's your newspaper? Ma'am, did you read and watch your news before you got here? Before you came and sat down in my classroom? What'd you do? What work did you put in before you sat in my classroom today? Because you can leave if you're not ready. That's what I grew up under. In that newsroom at Channel 4, I can't tell you some of the things that made me cry. I went in the bathrooms and bawled my eyes out and then came back out and tried it again because I had producers who said, don't write another script for me if this is the stuff that you produce. I'm like, that was my best.
Wow.
They were like, if that's your best, then, and so I went and I tried it again because I'm like, well, I'm going to knock your socks off tomorrow. You watch this. Right. I came back again. Watch this. I'm going to study. I'm going to work harder and harder and harder and harder. I did.
And what they did not understand that you had the backing. Your backing was not of this world.
It was not of this world. And I got tougher. I got stronger. God gave me incredible mentors and strength. It just built muscle and muscle and muscle. And that's what I was able to give them who came behind me. And so I didn't give it to them like it was given to me.
Right.
I'm thinking, do you understand? Are you serious? Do you understand what I'm giving you? Do you understand what I'm giving you?
And it probably took them a minute.
And after a while, they understood. And especially once or twice, I let you fall.
Right.
And you got called into the office, and it hurt a little bit. And then I come back and you all right? Now come on, sit down here and let's work on it. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. They understood. Then after a while, all right, Miss Dawn, can we work on this today? And because
Yes.
news writing it's my jam. I enjoyed it so much that they would look at me like, we wrote this script and she acts like we have written a novel and just, we sold $1 million in books or
I
something.
heard that.
But I enjoyed it so much. But I'm going to tell you, on my last day, they hugged me, they cried.
They did.
They
saw it.
They actually taped off the desk and said, nobody can sit here we don't know how long that's going to last. But, they're in their early 20s and, mid 20s. And I cannot tell you the joy that brought me.
We hated to
For
see
me
you
to tell them too that I have war wounds on me that y'all will never see to make it easier for you, to make the path easier for you. And someone did it for me.
And that's what I was about to say. Where they fail to realize is the struggle. We are old enough.
Yeah.
I'm a little older than you and my little peanut head sister. And
Yeah.
there are things that I remember that she doesn't and you guys don't. But you're old enough to remember the struggle. We were coming to the end of a very, very, very tumultuous time in the country.
Yeah.
When you guys come along in the early 70s. But from about 1976 to 1980, you were able to still see how that struggle was and bringing the country together and to see how we had been so splintered. I will always say the 80s was the time of recovery for America. Yeah. It was. We had a president who was not the greatest, but he definitely was not the worst, and he had some pretty decent moral values behind him. Even though he was a better actor than you, so but he got some things done. But as far as us as a people, we were riding on the coattails of Reverend Errol Sharpton and Reverend Jesse Jackson, Rainbow Coalition.
Yes.
And then you had people who were out there within this community, the Rodney Hearses, the Jimmy Whites, the other. I could go on with so many names that are all stuck in my head right now, but then along comes little Dawn. This little sweet woman. We did not we didn't know what to expect. And then to see you go through, like I said, I'm so proud of you. I was so happy to see you get off those streets. You be out there in the rain, the snow, and the cold. But you have had such a tremendous journey. You have had such an impact on this community. You're missed, but you're not missed because you're still here. And your name still rings amongst the highest accolades within the city, amongst whomever we talk to. And I thank God for everything that you have done. I thank God for all of the people that you have touched within this community. And I definitely thank God for him bringing you into my life when you were just a wee something, so that I can always say, I am so proud of you.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for being my very first guest of 2026.
I thank you so much.
God bless you.
But I'd like to say, for our African American sisters who are on that news desk, we need to pray for them.
Absolutely.
We need to encourage them.
Yes.
Because nobody truly knows what they go through on a daily basis. No one knows the knocks that they take, the criticisms that they go through on a daily basis, how tough they have to be, who they have to be in the conference room, how they have to stand strong for our community. They have to go to bat on a daily basis.
Well, if you ever have an opportunity
Yeah.
to talk to them,
Yeah.
you let them know we got their back.
I will.
And
But
we
it's
are-
too often that even our community criticizes to say that we don't do enough. And people don't realize what we have to do in that newsroom to stand up to say how important it is that we represent in the news everyone.
And that's the thing. And I'm so glad that you fed into them, because that is something that we have to continue
have
to
to
do.
do.
We have to continue to stand up for our
Yeah.
community
Yeah.
in the face of all.
Absolutely. But it was a Letitia Barriola and Tanika Hughes who, you know, in the, you know, green room and the makeup room where we would literally hug each other and with tears on a daily basis because your hair was parted here, but a news director would say, tomorrow, put the part back here.
Wow.
Absolutely no braids. We don't understand that. Is that a statement that you're making? What statement are you making? Is that are you rebelling? What are you doing?
Exactly.
What's happening?
Exactly.
We don't understand what's
Exactly.
happening.
Exactly.
You're wearing your natural hair? Is that a? We don't understand what. It's
And
unruly. Your hair is unruly.
And that's the thing. People, I won't say people. Yeah, I will. Most
It
people
was very
fear.
hard.
Yeah, they fear what they don't understand.
Absolutely. And so we would have to console each other. I cannot tell you you know, it was Tanika who had to tell me, sister, it's okay to go to therapy.
I hear you.
You're gonna, yeah.
As I said.
We gotta talk about these things because people threatening us on the streets after, you know, the elections, we were threatened
Wow.
as journalists. The threats were awful. The emails, terrible.
And that's
We needed more of us to recognize that
and that's the
and
first
stand
sign.
in the gaps
And
for
that's the
us.
first sign. And that's the first sign of a cowardly behavior, because you don't have the
Absolutely.
courage to actually say what you want to say to my face. And we
Yeah.
do need to have. So listen, people out there in the TV land or media world, Miss Dawn Lopez, once again, thank you very much for being here with us. And hey, make sure that you support your local NAACP. This is
Absolutely.
the time. If you don't know where to find them, you can find them at NAACP.com or jacksNAACP.com. Make sure that you support them. We need you now. Once again, thank you for joining us on another issue of faith. I'm Ken Badger. Peace. Be blessed.